Hello and welcome to our game business proposal presentation. I'm Jarrett, this is Joe and Venus, and today we'll be presenting why you should invest in our new endless runner game, Accelerate Dash.
Alright, so firstly I'll be giving a brief introduction about our game and talk more about our game concept. Alright, so our game is a 2D sci-fi endless runner named Accelerate Dash. The player-controlled character will endlessly run while the player taps the screen to flip the character's gravity. The players will then have to avoid obstacles while picking power-ups and coins. There will also be a boss fight every 500 meter interval the character runs. During the boss fight, players will tap on incoming projectiles that are thrown from the boss to reflect them back at the boss to deal damage to the boss. Once the boss is out of health, the boss will be defeated, the player can then move on. Another unique selling point for our game would be the gallery, where players can use the coin that they have collected in-game to unlock different chapters in the game's backstory. Alright, next I'll be talking about the creation and the maintenance of our online presence of our company on social media. Alright, so for our team branding, our company name is Gravity6 and our company logo can be seen right up here. So basically for the staff members for our company, currently it's just our group members, which is Jarrett, Venus and I. So as you can see, this is our game right up over here, and we talk about the story, power, high score and hacks in the write-up. Alright, so for our social media presence, I'll be talking about three social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'll be talking about Facebook first. So for Facebook, we have a company page where users can access it when they click the Facebook button in our game, or when they search for @Gravity6Official. You can check out the page by clicking the link over here or scanning the QR code. Some advantages of using Facebook would be the instant messaging, where we can communicate with the users, as well as the play button, where it could bring the user straight to the Play Store, where they can download our game. Alright, next will be Instagram. An interesting feature about Instagram is that there will be a suggested account tab, which can let users see similar Instagram accounts when they click follow. So for example, if the user decides to follow another game company that's similar to ours, our company may pop up in the suggested tab right over here. So there's another advantage for using Instagram is that there's Instagram Story, where we can have live updates, video or images that will appear as notification for anyone that follow us and will disappear after 24 hours. Instagram also does have instant messaging, which allows users to message us and allow us to reply as soon as possible. Lastly, I'll be talking about Twitter. Players will be able to locate our Twitter account through the click of the Twitter button in our game, or when they search for @Gravity6 or #Gravity6. So some advantage of Twitter will be the hashtag function, where they can see our page, our account, or our posts, our tweets when they search for #Gravity6. There's also a retweet function where followers can retweet our tweet, which then their followers could then see our tweet, which would expand and have a wider audience so that more people could play our game. Alright, so now I'll be passing the time over to Jarrett, where he'll be talking more about the marketing strategy that we will be using.
Alright, thanks.
Oh.
So, good stuff, Joe. But these pages won't matter if users don't know they exist, and that's where our marketing comes in. So firstly, our Facebook ad. How do we make it attractive to Facebook users? Well, three main features of this ad are screenshots, captions of the major features of the game, as well as a short write-up explaining the main concept of the game. In fact, according to Facebook, based on our budget, we should be expecting around 7,000 installs a month. As for our Instagram ad, which is a photo sharing application, the ad has a big and nice attractive artwork of the game, as well as a picture carousel, gameplay features, and a Play Now button for quick installation. The Facebook Ad Manager can also be used to create Instagram ads as well, so you can roughly expect the same estimates from earlier. Lastly, our Twitter ad has a video of the game's boss fight, which autoplays as the user scrolls, and a short write-up explaining the game with an install now button as well. But how much does it cost to develop the game? The development of the game is expected to last around 7 months, which brings the total cost to around $90,000. Breaking down that amount into who, what, and where, the two biggest expenses are our manpower cost and marketing budget. As for our workplace, we'll be renting a common area at Tampines Junction, while we'll be purchasing laptops and mobile devices for our development and testing, as well as software subscriptions for development like Adobe Suite. As for our overhead costs per month, the first 3 months is around $20,000 due to our advertising campaign. But after that ends, the monthly cost drops around to $5,000. This amount is useful later when we start calculating the sales needed to break even. In addition to minimizing unnecessary spending to reduce development costs, we can also apply for a grant by MIDA to further reduce the development costs. It does so by covering up to 70% of our expenses, which reduces the amount needed to break even by around $60,000. After reading through the website, it turns out they were able to apply for this grant as well. And now we're passing on to Venus, who will be talking about our forecasted revenue.
Thank you, Jarrett. I will now be talking about our forecasted revenue and profit. So I personally handled the calculations. We have created an Excel sheet where you can see our calculations in full. All of the currencies displayed here will be in SGD. The sheet is automatically will do automatic calculations, which means that one can easily plug in numbers, different numbers and rates in to immediately get results, which allows us to test different price points efficiently and get our results quickly. We did some research, we were quite meticulous in it, however, we still came up with some blank values. So we will have assumptions and estimates. Our estimates are a lot more concrete than our assumptions, as we have provided some resources to show that we have come up with some numbers with some backing sources. So our revenue sources will be infinity ads, DLC, downloadable content, microtransactions, as well as ad removal. Our microtransactions will add currency to the player's account so that they can purchase in-game items with, and our ad removal will allow players to remove ads completely from the game. Our DLC will take about 3 extra overhead months to create, but they will also be able to generate some extra revenue. As you can see here, we will be facing an initial loss within the first month. This is why we require the seed. It will provide some protection to the loss initially. Assuming that we work without grants, we will be required to have 27,633 installs in the first month just to maintain overhead. However, with the funding that we have received or we will receive, the team overhead will be covered. Our team overhead will just consider wages and software subscriptions. After 3 months, the overhead is not considered anymore, as we will have assumed that our employees will be working on other projects that will bring in their own income. So here's how the profit is calculated. As you can see from this figure, we will have different variables displayed. It will take 7 months just to break even. Alright, so lastly, we'll be concluding the video with a quick summary. Alright, so basically for the different social media pages that for our game that we'll be using will be Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And we'll be using all 3 social media platforms to advertise our game to attract new users to the games. The estimated duration of the development is 7 months, and the total cost of the 7 months will be $91,730. And we will be applying for the IMDA grant so that we can cover up to 70% of the cost. We will be earning revenue from the ad through ads, ad removal, downloadable content, and microtransactions. And it will take us between 7 to 8 months to break even. Alright, that's all, and we thank you for listening to our presentation.